Hello, hello. It's finally freaking Friday. I
It's Show
I
Friday.
feel I feel like I waited every week or every day this week for this day.
You did. You did.
I'm excited to be here. I just wish there was some NFL football tonight. That'd be the cherry on top. Yesterday just wasn't enough.
It wasn't. That wasn't it. That was a bad Thursday night football game. It was kind of dead. Carson Wentz is not good.
Blowout.
No, and half injured. But anyways, I guess we should get back to business because we have a lot of football to talk about, a lot of show, and a lot of great things to say. So, if you're new here, welcome aboard. We are the Star We Are. I'm Slam and Sammy.
I am Landry's legend.
Hey, I am Jimmy J. We've got Kyle in the chat today saying hashtag first. Beat Micah in the chat today to the show. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome, everybody. Like Sammy said, we are the Star We Are, and we are the only way to fan right and fan responsibly on your entire internet. Trust me. No, I'm just kidding. There's other good people out there, but watch us. Anyway, let's you know what? We got a game plan, don't we, Coach? We do. We know we're good at that. We usually stick to the game plan. Oh, we lost Sammy, but only momentarily. She will be right back. So we're going to kick things off. There she is. And then Sammy's going to say it all. Every single bit of it, whatever she's got to say, it's coming. And there's obviously injury news, things like that. Then we're going to get on the road to 6. Right? Find out what happened last week. Nice win. Are the defensive things going to continue to stay the same? And were the changes made? We'll look forward to next week and see what happens going to get the Denver Broncos. We got halftime coming up. Sorry, guys. We had a little bit of technical difficulties there. We got halftime coming up. We'll remind you to fan responsibly. Star stat of the week. We got some stars that shined this week. We got some players that stood out. We'll talk about them. And then we're going to chickity check, spin the record, and see where we're at. 3-3-1 as of right now. Back to 500 after 7 weeks. Let's see where we can go. Much needed. The Star We Are updates, some very cool news, some new shows in the works, some new ideas coming up, and jersey raffle coming very soon. And then we'll hit you with the 2-minute spiel. We haven't decided who yet, so we'll just leave that up in the air for now. Let's kick this thing off.
I need to get my notepad ready. Thanks, guys.
The kickoff.
Boom, boom. Remember, Cowboy Revolution Apparel has some very, very cool gear for you, and you can get 15% off of all that gear and all that merch by just using 4 little digits. They're real easy. You might remember them. You might know them, TSWAA, and you can get 15% off all their cool gear. Also, W Energy. I'm telling you right now, when I tell you right now that I'm telling you right now, that stuff will not make you repeat your sentences over and over and be super wired. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's really good energy stuff. It tastes great. You can kind of chew them like candy. They're not like overextensive. The drinks are really good. You can get 10% off of all their stuff too, all their products. Same 4 digits, TSWA. Thank them for reaching out to us and putting us on as brand ambassadors. Everything you get from them will go toward us and the charities we work with. And let's get on with the show. It's Friday. Let's go, guys.
I'm a fan of the Star. The Star We Are.
What's up, everybody? I'm Super Cowboy.
And I'm Princess Angie, and you are tuned in.
Hi, this is Jane Slater, and you are listening to...
I'm Jess Navarez, and you're watching The Star We Are.
If you're not following them, you are not fanning responsibly.
Plugged in and switched on. This is The Star We Are live.
So, Sammy, not sure if you were saying it backstage, but we might have got you with the new intro. Tom got to see it first. I know you weren't with us last week, and we were so excited and ready to show you. We had finally got Jess in there, finally got Nick's in there, and we got a clip of Tom. BB, it was really cool. We're going to try to fit him in there too. So, updated intro.
A little remix, but still awesome.
I know. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened here? And then it went to Jess, and I was like, okay. That was awesome. I love seeing the new surprises.
Good stuff. So, Sammy, I know I'm interested because listen, we didn't get any last week and I was clueless. After last week's show, I asked Landry, so what happened with this team? So what happened with that player? So who's injured again? So what happened? Because I didn't get my news. It just was not there. I told you, this is literally where I get my Cowboy stuff. So Samantha, hit us with all of it, girl. Let's go.
Yay, yes.
Sammy says it all.
I'm so excited to be back. I forgot I had my own little intro though, and almost started rambling away already. If that doesn't tell you anything, well, it should. Okay, well, I feel like I should go ahead and get, I guess, I don't know, like it's ugly, but it's not, but it is, but we'll see. So, I guess the ugly is, we have 1, 2, I feel like we have 5 players out. So Cooper Beebe might have been upgraded to out since I've posted this. So bear with me. But I have DeMarvion Overshown out. Siobhan Revels listed as out. Donovan Wilson's listed as out. And Trayvon Diggs is still listed out. Also, the thing about DeMarvion Overshown and Siobhan Revel is they both are in their 21 practice day window. So I can't.
And Cooper Beebe.
And Cooper Beebe. Yeah, sorry.
That's the thing. Not to interrupt, but when I saw when I was looking at an injury report, maybe it was a practice report as of yesterday, but just seeing, I was like, well, this is the best injury report, practice report I've ever seen, just because of the names that are on it. You know, those
right.
In particular.
I was so excited when I seen that because I realized they can be added to the injury report now because they're activated.
Got some talent coming back.
I'm so ready, and so. That just made me want to add something in here. I watched a video, speaking of DeMarvion Overshown, and pretty much saying that he doesn't know if he qualifies, but he's ready to come back. He wants to be comeback player of the year. He doesn't want to ease into it. He's ready to go all out, show everybody just who he is, and just straight dog on him first game coming back. Like, with that mentality, I can't wait to see what he unleashes this season or the rest of the season because we're only in week 8.
Probably already won that.
Huh?
Probably already won that comeback player.
Oh, I can't freaking wait.
The MVP.
So injury report, my questionable ones. I did have Cooper Beebe on there, so I don't know if he got upgraded to out because like I said, I just seen 5 names out, but my apologies. I have Johnny Cornelius on there is questionable. Tyler Guyton's questionable. Marshawn Nealon and Wanye Thomas. Wanye Thomas, I believe his last injury was, the last out was for a migraine. So we'll see how that happens. I don't know if there's another injury in the play, but I can check real quick and make sure I'm giving you the correct information.
Yeah, and while you do that, because when we had Tom on last week, he said that because we kind of asked him, we know Cooper's probably getting close to hitting the window, and of course they did open up that window for him this week. And so we kind of asked him, how, just talking to him, what does he feel like? And so they're kind of hoping for Arizona, so probably not this week for Cooper. You know what I mean? Just because it's better safe than sorry type deal. Brock Hoffman's not playing horrible, and
almost never when you're coming off a 4 to 6 week injury, something that put you sidelined for 6 weeks, are you walking right back in?
You don't have to rush back. Yeah, you don't want to.
And of course, we want him back, but I'd rather him be safe than. I'm not even going to finish that sentence there.
That's right.
So I did want to say I just checked the official Dallas Cowboys website injury report, and the injury that is listed for Wanye Thomas is a migraine still. I know he did not practice today, limited yesterday, so hopefully we'll get some good news out of that. One of the reasons I called this kind of ugly, but kind of not, is because, yes, we're getting our good players back, but the Broncos only have 2 players listed on their injury report. I do know they had a couple go on IR. I have an offensive linebacker, Jonah Ellis, and then a tackle, Mike. I almost read McGrinchy because I'm in the Christmas season already, but it's Mr. Right. McGlinchy. So
no, that's, you know what? His name is forever McGrinchy from now on. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll stick with it. I was like, what did I write down here? So speaking of Denver Broncos, we play them this week at Mile High Stadium. Okay. Well, let me just tell you. Oh, I forgot.
We did listen.
We did the same thing.
Okay. Empire Field at Mile High. Yeah, I feel like I should just, anyways, stupid official name things.
Yeah. It's more fun.
You guys know we have the best freaking kicker in the whole league.
You know it.
Best freaking kicker. This will be his first time playing in that altitude at Empire Field at Mile High.
Yeah,
and so they asked him, what are you going to do different? Do you have to worry about anything? What's the injury thing? Because everybody wants to see that 70-yard field goal. And yeah, I could only dream. And while I personally think Brandon Aubrey himself wants to see it, it's not going to be something that they're going to do just because. I feel like due to the thinner air, I don't know if that's the reason why. And to prevent injury, they're not going to kick the 70-yarder unless they have to. Sure. He did say, though, of course, he's going to do his normal routine. He's going to walk around the stadium, get a feel, find where his aiming points are behind the goalpost and kind of go from there. And then after that, he will go through his routine kicks of different distances. So the max he's going to go, though, is 58 yards. And what he said in a quote is, I'm not going to do anything different in my warm-up, but I'll just take a note of where my normal kicks are going, and if they look like they're going through an extra 5 yards, he said, and then I'll pass that information to the coach, and that's where we'll draw our line at. So hopefully that means positivity. If he's practicing this long, he's going to try and kick even longer. Speaking of the amazing Brandon Aubrey, I had to look. I was like, Brandon Aubrey's amazing, and I know the last game he set a record, and that one was the most 60-plus yard field goals in the NFL with 5
Oh, Revis King just subscribed. What's up, Revis?
Woohoo!
Hey, thank you, Revis. Let's go.
With 5 field goals of 60 yards or more in his career. So then I was like, what else is he known for? So he has also a single season record in 2024 with 14 made field goals of 50 yards or longer. He also holds a record for the NFL record for the most consecutive field goals to start a career with 35 consecutive. He is also, so this one goes back, knocked my mic out, goes back to the Green Bay game. So he is the only player to make a game-tying field goal with no time left in the fourth quarter and a game-winning field goal with no time left in overtime in the same game.
That's crazy.
What an interesting stat. And then, of course, his longest kick, the 65-yarder, while it is still the second longest kick in the league, only behind Justin Tucker, we know that's completely possible for him to beat. So I can't wait to see the history he makes next with that. I'm really excited from the high altitude. I hope it gives him an extra mile high. Ha ha. Here's to 70. One other quick fact. He is 5 out of 7 kicks from 50 yards or more. Yes, 5 out of 7.
This season?
I don't know. Yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed something. I was writing so fast, I just skipped over it. Madden Simulation has us winning the game. I know that doesn't necessarily mean anything. 24-17. So I'm hoping that score ratio will be good for us. Also playing the Denver Broncos, our amazing running back, Javonte Williams, plays his old team.
Revenge game.
Yes. And I'm excited because I was curious. I was like, what was he like in Denver? So I looked it up. In 17 games for rushing yards, 139 carries, 513 yards with an average of 3.7 and 4 touchdowns. That was in 17 games, okay? In 7 games for us, he has 111 carries, 592 yards, averaging 5.3 and 6 touchdowns. 7 games compared to 17 last season.
Sam, you got your paper? You got your paper somewhere?
I don't. I was looking for it before. I'm going to have it, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to laminate it, and I'm going to put it on my wall.
We are getting career years out of both Javonte Williams and George Pickens.
Yes.
The offseason panning out beautifully.
I cannot believe that. I also had to add his receiving in there because while he has more yards receiving in Denver, he had 346 yards for 52 receptions. He had 0 touchdowns doing it. Now, I know he has 23 receptions only for 85 yards, but he's averaging still 6.7 yards, which is more than he was averaging there, and he has a touchdown from it. So that's improvement. I have to go back because I skipped something, went to Cowboys, and then went back to something else. So, okay, speaking of injury report, I looked this up, and in the previous 2 seasons, Diggs has only played 13 games. Now he is back on the injury report for a concussion from the unknown and possibly still knee issues. They're kind of wondering if, he had record-breaking comeback last season from it, and now they're wondering if he's still actually having issues with it and if that's part of the reason why he's still out. But there's also some more speculation to it because Trayvon Diggs has listed his house for sale. And then Shoddy and Stephen Jones have said that he may possibly have to move back to IR. Now, that is very premature.
That was a hard hit.
Huh?
That was a hard hit.
That's a heck of a concussion. That's a Tua Tagovailoa concussion.
Yeah, and if he has to go to IR, what does that mean? Do you guys think that we're going to keep him, or do you think that the trade speculations are true and they're going to save him? Because from what I read, I didn't get the numbers, because if they save him till off season, they're going to get a minimal impact on the salary cap if they get rid of him then. So is that what their plan is? Who knows?
By the 4th, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 other little things, because I'm excited to talk about it. So we watched Brian DeBoll go crazy when Jackson Dart went in the tent last week versus the Eagles. Well, Cam Scattaboo freaked out, and he freaked out, and those freakouts costed them each $100,000. They both got fined for that, for violating concussion protocol. So hopefully, yes, good thing Jackson Dart is okay. He is back. Hopefully they don't do that again. Well, hopefully Jackson Dart doesn't get another concussion like that either. Last 2 little things in news here, because I had to fill in on extra since I was gone last week. The bye week this week, we have the Jags, Cardinals, Lions, Raiders, Rams, and Seahawks. And although I don't care about Green Bay or the Steelers, Aaron Rodgers plays Green Bay against the Steelers. Plays with the Steelers against Green Bay. And I believe this is a big game for him, because he's finally with the team that's doing good, and he's not out with an Achilles tear. So I can't wait to see what he unleashes in that game that I don't care about. And that is my news for you. Yay.
Perfect.
Boom, boom. I love it. And
great stuff this week. And there it is for you.
I got you covered.
Dang it. I have to do it because we need the little ghost on there. Because remember, that was your
what did prediction. That's right.
Prediction.
Jimmy calls it. That's right.
Yeah,
I
Jimmy
called
calls
it. I dialed it up.
I remember that.
Yeah, 4th best run game in the NFL. It will happen. I've been wrong on everything else, so I'm gonna need this one. Okay. Kyle in the chat says Dak is our MVP. Shane says 5 minutes in, no snacks, no pickles. What the heck?
Actually,
look at this.
I have little cherry tomatoes waiting for me right here. I just had to get my talking out of the way first. They're already rinsed, already salted, and ready to be eaten.
Right, you can't snack during the news, yeah. So
right.
And then Kyle says, "What defense? We got no defense.
Which way?
We'll find out.
If you watched last week,
we're trying to build
like
one.
Somebody showed up there.
Yeah, some people.
Yeah,
I think there was a coagulated effort. Terrible word.
We still got to earn some confidence, though. They still need to earn my trust. We need to see it 2 weeks in a row. And going on the road to Mile High, if you can hold that offense to 22 or less, I would be impressed, and I'll start gaining some confidence. So, speaking about it, on the road to Mile High, run it.
Road to 6.
On the road to 6. Hanging out with TheStarWeAre on the road to 6, and we are hopefully getting, what does that say, max pressure? I like what you did there, Coach. That would be, we need max pressure with the double X for max. We know.
I wonder about that. I wanted to add that to the news, but until we get legit sources, I'm not peeping a word.
100%. And I'm just, just teasing, because we don't have any, any segment or any real room to talk about that. And it's been everything from that could be legitimate to Jane Slater throwing cold water on it to
cold water,
to maybe not quite from Brian Broaddus, yesterday. So, anyways, we need Max Crosby or any pass rusher that's better than anyone we have on the team. Basically, add the best pass rusher on our team. So, road to 6.
Love talking about
6. It's a Mile High. It's not. Forgive us on the 3 days. It is only 2 days. Our shows were usually on Thursdays, so these games were 3 days away. We moved to a brand new time. Same great show, but a new great time. Fire the content guy. It is 2 days away, but we will be on the road. Does that also say home?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna be. So that's incorrect. It's gonna be. We will be home in 3 days because the game will be over, and on Monday we'll be back home. So that's
There we
all
go.
right.
That's perfect.
But in 2 days we'll be in Mile High. We'll be up there, or we'll be 1 mile high in Empire Field, and we'll be playing a game. But I got to tell y'all, get the bobbleheads you see on the little dash over there. Get used to them. Take a picture. Get familiar with those faces because they get thrown in the back seat after this week. We got a whole next second half of the season coming up. We got a whole new set of bobbleheads going to hit the dashboard. So get a clip of it while you can. Those guys will be probably going in the trunk or in the trash. We don't litter, so unfortunately they won't go out the window. But where we at, Samantha? Can we beat this Broncos team who was literally up until 3 quarters whipped by the New York Giants? And then somehow they come out with that win. So can we go beat them?
So I feel like, now my opinion on defense, you guys know, is not the best because we know I'm not a defensive girl. I love defensive players, but when it comes talking schemes and whatever plays, yeah, you got me. Anyways, I think from what I've observed with our defense is that if we can keep a hold of them till the end, I feel like every time the end of the game happens, something good happens. So I'm kind of hoping if they can choke till the end and we can have that magical moment in the end, I think we got it.
Give Dak the ball in the end.
I feel like I'm more intimidated to play them than I was the Commanders.
No, that's fair.
Are you saying?
Yeah.
Are you saying that you essentially feel we're going back to the whole offense has to score every possession, and if we could stop them once or twice, we could.
Well, aren't we the number 1 defense, and they're the number 2 defense in the league? Like, this is good. I mean, wait.
Number 1 offense. Yeah, number 1 offense.
Did I say? Sorry, I meant offense. I realized I goofed up as soon as I was like, that didn't make sense. But yeah, so I feel like it's going to be rough. But I feel like if offensively, maybe we can keep that momentum going. Defense finally had what we would call a decent game last game. If they can keep that up, we're on the road to more success than we've had this season.
They had a concerted effort. The word I was looking for earlier.
There you go.
They really gave up 20 points. That's respectable by any defense, any week in the NFL. 17 is when you start talking about, wow, they're good. They give up 15, 17 points. So the safety, the 2 points of the safety, I'm taking that off the board, and they only gave up 20 points.
And the pick six king.
And that was he was out of there. That was actually right in front of us. Me and Jimmy were at the game, and that happened to be on.
What I would do to see that.
That happened to be on our side. He had himself an O lineman he needed to put the Jets on to get by, but he did it. It was another maestro performance from Dak Prescott. The stat line's starting to be off basically automatic, somewhere close to 300. I think he fell short this week, 280 something, maybe passing, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Javonte Williams back in the good on the average, 6 yards a carry. So another just reaffirmation that we've got there it is in the bottom, the NFL's best offense. And how quickly can we improve that? How quickly can we improve the defense? And again, it's the story of the unstoppable force against the immovable object this week, right? With the unstoppable force, they're the immovable object, and generally something wins out. Bo Nix is hot. They were hot. It's really question marks, right? Why do they score 4 straight possessions when they didn't score on the 12, 8 to 12 prior? And which one of those teams is going to show up?
I'm going to see something.
And how much better can we learn to play with a lead? That's another thing, man. Maybe you don't have the defense you're trying to go out there and give up 0, but you're leaving yourself vulnerable in places and therefore getting exposed and giving up a ton of points. Maybe it's an easier type of defense to play if you just start accepting, like you said, the bend but don't break. Y'all can have 24, you can't have 34. We can't be busted and completely out of position.
Right.
We'll try something simpler that's definitely going to give up points. But
we're not going to shut you down. We're just going to try to hold you down until our offense is on. And that's the one thing looking at last week, and I said it on AM Mayhem. Down their starting 3 wide receivers. Imagine Dak Prescott down CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Jake Ferguson, his top 3 weapons, and then the other team scoring 17 first quarter points, you automatically feel like, oh crap, what do we do? Jay Daniels has no targets that are out there getting open, covered by DBs that have been playing. These are three backup, one of them's got to be on the field sometimes, a fourth stringer, fifth stringer, but they obviously had to you usually only carry 5 or 6 receivers. If 3 of them are down, you had to elevate 2 or 3 guys off the practice squad to come play, so I have to, fanning responsibly, I have to look at that and say, okay, we were playing against 3 backup receivers and our offense put up 17 first quarter points. That defensive coordinator over there was going, oh crap. And the offensive coordinator was going, now I have to throw the ball to who? And so I want to see it again. I like the Javonte revenge game idea. I think we need to lean on that. I think he's played there before. So as far as the getting winded, the routine of how you have to go about it, how you have to prepare for that type of game there, he knows all that. So I think a 26 carry game for him would be ideal for me.
Yeah,
and
love that.
And listen,
I feel like I'm not ready for this.
Right? Bend but don't break, right? But 3rd and 8s and 3rd and 9s and 3rd and 12s have to stop being converted. I did look into it. We're the bottom of the barrel against it. We give up.
You know what it is.
We know what it is. And so with that being said, we got to talk about possibly Jerry making a move later on.
We are going to make a move. I mean, we are making a move before the
Wait, you said
we're adding a
3rd
player
and
on
then
defense. I guarantee.
You say stop getting converted?
Yeah, no, our defense gives up more 3rd and long. Like if it's 3rd and 7 or longer for the other team, they get a first down. Like our defense does not stop 3rd and longs.
I for some reason thought you were still talking about our offense, and I was like, why would we stop doing that?
I hate it when our offense gets a 3rd and long. I'm like, just punt it.
If it's 3rd and 18, teams get it.
Yeah. Oh, come on. That's what I'm saying. They had like a 3rd and 15 from their own 12 and they converted.
Hey, we did a 3rd and 30 one time. You guys remember that? That was a good day.
Do you remember the 3rd and 2 that Romo got snapped over his head and he had to run back 30 yards to get it?
All the way back and then all the way back?
35-yard, 2-yard run.
Yeah.
Crazy. One of a kind, Tony Romo.
Yes.
So Toby Ray, while we're talking about the road to 6, we got to get chat in here. Toby says Dak is not the same quarterback on the road, especially in Denver. It is a hard place to play. Toby, we don't disagree with you. Our MVP caliber quarterback has to definitely show up in this game. That's why I'd like to lean on Javonte. Kyle says that's joking, but with some realism. So yeah, no, we get it. We fan responsibly. We understand that. Blow that whistle. Man, the band is getting so tight. Week by week, this marching band is getting so much better. I love it. You can fan responsibly by getting you some Cowboy Revolution apparel, by getting you some W Energy, using promo code TSWEA. Also, you can fan responsibly by doing everything you see in that box next to me, liking, subscribing, supporting the channels, support us, follow us on all your socials. Go follow Slam and Sammy on Twitter. Go follow Legend on Twitter. Go follow your man Jimmy J's hair on Twitter. We got new shows coming. We got cool stuff coming. This is Friday, guys. Happy freaking Friday. Landry, Sam, I got a couple questions before we move on here.
Uh-oh.
First and foremost, why can't I see my guy? There we go.
I got you. Because I wasn't prepared. Going Kings.
He said, don't ask me nothing. He didn't want to be asked no questions. Cowboys fan jumps in and says, what's going on? What's up? Not long going to the concert, but he says not in long. What's up, Cowboys fan? Enjoy the concert tonight. Have a good one. We're gonna beat the Broncos 30-25. He had to slide in and say that. We appreciate you. Oh, he changed it on the fly, 36-26. Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here first from Cowboys.
That sounds like accurate, but he needed to fine tune it by 1 point to make sure we knew.
He
that
did.
Like it might be
he
accurate.
knew. Listen, if that's the actual score of this game, we're gonna come talk to you, buddy.
Sure.
Okay. No, but seriously, guys, I gotta ask you a question.
Go.
Who's doing the 2-minute spiel?
Go goes.
Oh,
like always, I'm gonna lose that every time.
I'm gonna.
Okay, all right. Let's do something fair. Jimmy, think of a number.
Ooh, I like that. But wait, but then that means just I'm automatically excluded, and I don't have to do
it.
Chat.
No, it's fine. All right.
Well, I
We
feel
got-
like
we
we
got
need to make it fair.
We got 8 people watching. 1 for Jimmy, 2 for Sammy, 3 for Landry. In the order of your screen there. 1 for Jimmy, 2 for Sammy, 3 for
All right,
Landry. In
so
the
maybe-
chat, who's doing the 2-minute spiel? We'll add them up by the end of the show.
Yeah, move on with the show.
Let's go.
There we go.
Star stat of the week. All right. So, obviously, this is a star. Remember, 1 for Jimmy, 2 for Sammy, 3 for Landry. Who's doing the 2-minute spiel? Let's go. Sedarian Lamb. Ooh.
Ooh, I like that name.
We're consolidating. We're going back to, I think, just the star of the week. I think it has more impact, and I just chose this week. So you guys can choose next week. One of you can choose the next week and next week. So I'll let you guys know that I chose, but they agree because there's no way anybody would argue with. In an injury return game, and George has been, filling in beyond adequately. In his absence, 5 receptions, not a ton of receptions, but the 110 yards and the touchdown, the big game breaking play across the middle that just let everybody know that we both, we got 2 guys who can be out of there on any given play, and that's the difference in him and Puka Nacua Devontae, or them and Puka Nacua Devontae Adams, or any other receivers. I can't even bring up Jamar Chase and T. Higgins right now. Without their quarterback, they're not really in the conversation at the moment. So,
right.
It's these 2 guys.
Yeah, they still are that talent-wise.
Him and George, the best in the league right now. Combined with what they're what their quarterback's doing is getting them there, and so I gave it to CeeDee Lamb.
I like that. Very well deserved.
That's fair, and there are some obviously mentionables. Sam, who was obviously Sedarian gets the star stat of the week, but if you just had one personally, who stood out to you?
Well, there was a couple of them. So I'm going to be quick. I promise. Of course, my favorite. Well, I can't say my favorite. One of my favorites, George Pickens. He may not have got a touchdown, but he played hardball. He talked some big smack. Nice try, buddy. And I was definitely for that. And he was a good teammate along the way. I've seen him doing the in-game or the pre-game warm-up or the hype talk with everybody. I love that. But he did play good. And Javonte. Javonte is my go-to guy when I can't think of who else to pick. Why? Because he always brings his A game. Yes, he always comes out, and I will forever refer to him as a freaking pusher, man. I love watching him go right through everybody and shove and break through. Like, oh, I can't explain the adrenaline I got. So when in doubt, Javonte Williams.
That man's a pusher.
Hey, I need that. I'm gonna need that audio on file because she'll say it again. It might be 4 weeks from now, but she'll say it again if I drop it.
I've said it a bunch of times. I've tweeted it a bunch of times. It's still coming.
We're musically inclined. We'll put together a beat and a cut, and it'll just be Sam go pusher. Because Javonte Williams is that. And let me, you know what, Sam, you're not wrong because he pushes people out the way. Let me just tell you, I believe the official count was 6 broken tackles last game. Woo! In a game. 2 on one play. Anywhere he just running through people. I think he's up there in top 5 in broken tackles. Great shout out there.
Just for preparation. All I see are twos in the chat. 3 of those 2s are from the same person.
3 are from Toby. You get one vote each.
Who's now? I'm number 2.
Yeah, you're 2. You're in the middle.
I knew I was writing notes for a reason.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm a nice guy. I'll give you number 1 too. You can also be number 1. And so that way. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so my standout look. First off, let me give a very outside mention to Jake Ferguson with as much attention to this running game that this offense has schemed up and put in, and the 2 absolute dogs of weapons, the big threats on the outside. Jake Ferguson is having him one heck of a season. He really, really is. He's leading the team in catches. He's leading the team in targets. He's got 5 touchdowns in the last 5 or 4. I think he scored 4 times in the last 4 games. Anyway, he's a touchdown machine waiting to happen. Did you guys know we have 3 players not named CeeDee Lamb on pace for 12 plus touchdowns? This offense is amazing
score all the
right
time.
now.
Amazing.
Music to my ears.
Which is why my star stat is Dak. Because
yes, I was debating on that.
I mean, I would have.
It's every week.
Right. So we do need 3 of them. So while y'all got it,
it's okay because. No, you had it. Sedarian is the star of the week. This comeback game and balled like that and was you could see what he did to the offense. Even if he didn't have the super duper game, he made our offense look completely unstoppable. And so definitely. He's just the two or three best receiver in the league, man. He's I love that guy.
My favorite segment.
Me too.
It is. No, I love the Star Stat of the Week.
No, the one that's up next.
Oh, what's coming next? Is it really?
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, guys, let's do Landry's favorite segment. Let's go.
Woo!
Spin the record.
It's victory.
And then we are
week
up
two.
again. I'm gonna tell you, 44 points. Hey, George says, "Hey, you see what it is, Coach? When you get everything, the interceptions, touchdowns. Yes, we got 44 points.
Woo! Beautiful.
Cooking. Still tipping on 4-4s. It was our offense. Dak Prescott 4 was tipping on 44. Now, granted, like Sammy said, pick 6 king. You can't take away the 6 from him. He got that. So offense didn't necessarily score all 44. But what a game. Dak, we looked unstoppable. The record so far, 3-3-1. Sammy, last week when we spun the record, Tom was all about it. He was confident. He said, I still think we're getting to 10-digit wins. I might even say 11. He still is
I like that.
confident in this team. Yeah. Oh, and he told us without a shadow of a doubt, he said, we're going to beat the Commanders, y'all. He said, and I think we're just going to like beat them. He did. He said it and he was confident and it happened. So with that little inkling of news, we'll start with you, Sam. Where has your record changed? I know because we didn't get you last week. So after this 3-3-1 victory week, where you at?
I don't know if I'm ready to move up. What was I? 9-7-1.
Good drop to the week before last, I think.
Okay, I think that's where I want to stay. Just because, yes, I was excited about the win. Yes, I'm excited about the offense, but now that you reminded me that first of all, Jaden Daniels got hurt. He didn't have his starting receivers, and
he didn't have his starting receivers, but he was beat. They were beat before he was hurt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it wasn't their true potential. Like, I don't know. Anyway, then yes, that did raise my confidence a lot because, in my opinion, while defense wasn't amazing, we had some good plays. We had a pick. Like, we had some ups from them. I'm hoping for them to do better, but it's just until I think this Broncos game will be a make or break from me on whether I change or I'm probably going to stay about the same.
Okay.
So right now I'll say 9-7 and then ask me after the Broncos game, and that will give my definitive yes or no, depending on what happens that game.
That's fair.
I'm just going to have confidence. I'm just going to have confidence in the Broncos game, like we're getting from Cowboys fan in the chat says he's got a really good feeling about it, and a couple others. I do think we're going to win this game. I'm now back up 2 games. I'd fallen 2 games. I'm back up 2 games. I'm back to 10-6-1 because the offense is like that, and I have faith that a trade is coming. That the defense is only going to get better in the sense of 30 points a game. I think we maybe now we're slightly under it, and I don't think we're going back above 30 points a game. I can't say we won't give up 30 in any game left this season.
Yeah.
But where we were once at 31, I now believe via some trade in the next week or so and continued playing a little bit more man than zone that we're going to go point and point and point better, and every point we shave off of what other teams are going to score. I'm back to the idea that teams are going to have a hard time outscoring us. And we're headed, this record maybe headed towards 11. Let us do something on both sides of the ball against Denver. It could be headed that way real soon for me.
Woo-hoo. I like it.
So did your record change?
I'm back to 10-6-1. I had gone down
a
full 2 games and fallen under 500.
Right.
Last week, I think, with probably BB on the show. I am back to 10-6-1 and I think headed up.
Hey, I like it. Listen, that's why we do the segment, because it's so good. Injuries can change things, schemes can change things. Just what you see week to week can change things. That's why we do the segment. Y'all let us know who's here with us watching. What is your, after looking at last week and looking at the 3-3-1 current record, what do you think our total record is at the end of the season, or what is our potential best record? Right, that's kind of what we're looking for, is our potential best record. On how we feel. Toby says 7-9. Okay, and that's fair. We do have the one tie though, so 7-9-1. That makes sense. Okay. Jimmy was I was still at 8-8-1. listen. I wanted to go 9 so bad, guys. I've got to follow suit with Sam on this one. I need to see it one more game.
Yeah, again, twice in a row against an improved opponent. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Landry said, you don't have to just stop everybody, but also this is a game where you don't have to hold everybody to under 22 or 24. Just don't let them score 30 or more. But even if they don't, this is a game where even though our offense is good, we did see only 14 points against the Jets. So there was something there, right? There obviously is a game where this offense can only score 14 or 20. Granted, there were down linemen that game. You didn't have CeeDee Lamb. You can talk about some other things. There was a fumble on the first possession off a long run. There's a lot of other things you can look at, but we did ultimately only score 14. So that is a possibility. We have to look at that. And if our offense only puts up 14 to 21 points, then all of a sudden our defense has to be spectacular. And I just don't trust that. However, I will say, whether it was New York Giants' fault or whether it was the Broncos having a slow start, if our offense does show up on the road in Denver, the Broncos cannot start up. Listen, because if you go into the fourth quarter with 0 points against this team, Dak Prescott is going to score 27 and you're going to be out of it. It won't be no 19 to nothing and then you get a chance to work your way back in the game. You score 0 against this offense and let them have that much time of possession and all that, we'll have run away on you. I think that's what's has to happen, unfortunately. And so that's why I'm going to be, it's a show me week. I think our offense has to show me that they can go on the road and still put up the lightning 35 plus points that they're averaging.
Right.
Or the defense actually shows up again and holds a team to 22 or less and lets our offense win with 27 or 28. You know what I mean? So until I see that, I can't move off my record. I'm still 8-1.
No, spin the record.
1, 2. So, oh boy.
Update
6-9-1.
Yeah, I see it. I was displaying some of those things.
Spin the
So,
record.
Sam,
Not spin the record. It's updates.
This is going to be such a good 2-minute spiel. I'm going to declare no timeouts on Sam this 2-minute spiel because she had a week off last week. She has been, and listen, yeah, we're fixing to get into some updates. We're gonna tell y'all some updates. One update real quick. No picking on my homegirl in the chats. When we said 1 for Jimmy, 2 for Sam, and 3 for Landry, nothing but 2s come in. Y'all not gonna do this to her every week, or we're gonna stop asking chats for quitting. No,
I mean, Kyle specifically said he did it because she tried to play the nose game without telling us. He said he did it out of spite.
Oh, yeah, that was foul play, Sam. You're muted. You're totally.
Hey, now all is fair in the game of the 2-minute spill.
Oh, that's I like that. I like that. So before we get there, we'll give you some updates. Quick updates. AM Mayhems on Tuesday and or Wednesday mornings. We'll go back and forth. We will get a finite date on that. The show is moved to Friday for the remainder of the season, no longer at Thursday at 6 p.m. We will be doing it Friday night. Thank you guys for spending your Friday, an hour of your Friday evening here with us. We do have a jersey raffle coming up soon. I won't say the names. I'll just give you a little bit of a hint there. If you can see those numbers, I'm sorry, too bad. It'll be a good one. Here you go. There you go. It's going to be a good jersey raffle. It'll be fun. Did that look backwards? I see. I don't know if that looked one way on the screen. Anyway, haha, you don't get to know yet. Figure it out. Crack the code. But new shows. We are developing and working on new shows and stuff every week because you got your man Jimmy for AM Mayhem. You've got the TheStarWeAre live on Thursdays with all 3 of our wonderful faces. But Sammy is fixing to get her very own weekly show. Landry gets her very own weekly show, and we're going to run live watch parties on Sundays. We're going to be dropping shorts and videos all week. So we're ramping up, guys. It's time to go. It's about bye week.
I don't know if we even mentioned on the stream, but no, man, we'll drop it right now. Almost 100 new subscribers this week for the TheStarWeAre. So huge
in a week. Thanks to you guys.
Thank you guys for real. Couldn't do it without you. Literally.
So before we get this absolutely brilliant, I know it's gonna. I don't mean to hype you up, Sam, but I got confidence in you, homie. This is gonna be a good 2-minute spiel. But before we get into it, thank you guys. Like I said, share the live out. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Comment. W's in the chat. Put some Sam's in the chat. Listen, y'all support does it. TheStarWeAre is for fans, by fans. Make sure you fan responsibly. We're #Team Give Back. We thank y'all. It's all about you. Now, for my favorite and most anticipated part of the show. As of the last 7 minutes.
Can I
I've been
get
waiting.
the lineup while I do it? Is that possible?
Ooh, you want the game plan real quick?
Yeah, I'll have to show you the game.
He will give you
If
a
you
peek.
can't, that's fine.
It's
I'll
okay.
try
You
to.
just won't see your clock. You know, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. That'll make me feel less pressured anyway.
You can do the 2 minutes over that overlay though. It's fine.
Oh, we're not just gonna give her a peek and then put her on the clock.
Oh, I can show it to her if that's gonna help.
Is that fair, Sam? We got to.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay,
that's fine.
We'll give her a countdown.
Yeah,
19,
and you got now because we're
okay. I think
we're
I'm
consistent these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I just feel like
I
get anxious and I break and I have to remember. So I just want to thank all of you in the chat that picked me. I hope you like what you're about to see.
Let's go.
Get myself all ready to go here then.
2 minutes starting now.
Oh my God, I love that. Okay, happy Friday. As we like to say here, welcome to the Star We Are. We are the best show ever. Welcome, as I said again. First thing I want to say, thank you to the Cowboy Apparel Company and W Energy for the wonderful sponsors. Use code TSWA for discounts on some delicious energy gummies and other drinks, foods, other items. Sorry, I'm panicking here. And then Cowboys Apparel for some cool gear that may not be Cowboy team related, but it's Cowboy related, which is good enough for us. I think I'm on. Okay. So then after that, you got some news from me. I tried to do a little bit of everything. We got the injury report ready for the game. We have 5 people out, which we don't like to see that, but those 5 people are already improvements from what we've had before, so I'll take it. And then after that, we talked about whether we can, how our game went versus the Commanders, how we won by 22 points against an unfinished team, but that's okay because a win is a win. And then we talk about how we're going to beat the Broncos at Mile High. Brandon Hobby's going to kick a 70-yard field goal if everything turns out the way it's supposed to, which we're hoping for. Go Butters. And then we talked about whether our not so high defense can beat their high defense and our high offense can beat their also high defense, and take them down a little bit from their Mile High Stadium. We talked about our star stat of the week, the number one guy that's always been the number one guy, CeeDee Lamb. Return game, we got 110 yards, a touchdown. We're gonna have. I put Javonte as mine because he's gonna push and he's gonna have a really good game this week too. Jake Fergie's an outside mention for being phenomenal this season, and of course we have to give all credit to Dak for making everything happen, making our offense number one, and being that MVP caliber quarterback we know he is. We also have 3 players that are not CeeDee Lamb on track for 12 touchdowns. If that tells you anything. I have us at 9-7-1 right now. I got to wait till the Broncos game to prove it. Landry has us at 10-6-1. His confidence is rising as things are going. I'm going to finish even though my time is up. We get some trades to the defense, and then we continue to see improvement there. Jimmy has us the same as me, needing a prove me game at 8-1. Show me offense. If we show up at the beginning, he doesn't think that their defense can come back and beat us. And then you heard the horrible 2-minute spill that went way over 2 minutes from Slam and Sammy. Got some cool updates. We got a jersey raffle. Here we are. I'm done talking.
You know what? A week away from the show, you get a 3-minute spill. There is a such thing as a 3 and a 4-minute offense as well. So
I feel like my face is as red as these tomatoes. Thank goodness for makeup.
Well, and what we didn't tell people at the beginning of the 2-minute spill was it was actually a tied game. And so you just went into overtime, and then you absolutely you won. You won.
Always.
So
wish we would have done that versus the Packers, but that's old news.
You finished with the 70-yard kick, just like
bang.
You want. And listen, I want to clip that. That might have been my favorite part of the show. You ended that line. You ran a whole bunch of stuff off right, and he's going to get a 70-yard field goal. Go Butters! And the way you said it was just the way you said "Go Butters" was great. All right, guys, listen. Kyle says, why don't we go Tuesdays so with the previous week is still fresh? We've thought of that, but a lot of injury news and a lot of like trade news and any kind of real news drops on Tuesdays. And then it does take a lot of work and time into, putting into the show, all the graphics, everything, the segments that we do. And we're all just normal working people. And so it takes a couple days to get everything together, and we've all got schedules. And so Thursday and Friday seem to be the easiest and best times to get this thing done. And plus it gives us all week to make sure we didn't miss anything and bring you all the hot stuff. And right before the game is the best time to unleash on how you're feeling for the weekend. Tomorrow's College Saturday. If you're a college fan, who you looking out for, Landry? I know you got them Texas A&M Aggies number 3 in the nation.
Number 3 in the country right now. K9's Texas Tech Red Raiders finally lost, but it's still fighting. Looking at a playoff spot. The University of Texas still, if they could manage to get it together and say win out, could still be looking at a playoff spot. Texas out there dominating college football.
Yeah, love it.
Man,
Sam,
I
who you looking for this
realized.
weekend?
Oh, well,
Oh,
I
go ahead.
forgot I was going to put that in my news. So, guess who Texas Longhorns play? They play Mississippi State this weekend. So, I can't wait to see how that goes. I feel like it's going to be a good game for Arch. And then my team, my number one team, Colorado, had their bye week last week. We play Utah tomorrow at 9:15, and I'm a little bit terrified. But Dion tends to pull some magic out at the last minute, so I hope this game will turn out good for us.
Aztec Aguilar, when your defense has been non-existent.
Sam
Always
is
got
the
to score
best
more than
guy.
30. Yeah,
Aw,
that's what we've been talking about.
He said Matt Eberflus is fool's gold. And listen, you know what? That's kind of funny. I thought about this earlier. I meant to say it. Not everybody's getting the Matt Eberflus like we thought they were going to catch, but everybody is taking the shot because we are dialing it up. Everybody got the shot at the beginning of the season because this offense is infected and they are cooking. They got the shot.
I'm using that next week no matter what. I'm going to fit that in there somehow.
They got the shotty. So, guys, again, it's Friday night. We want you to enjoy your Friday night. We've got some things that we obviously have to do. But again, your time is invaluable. If you spend it invaluable, let me speak right. And if you spend it with us today or anytime, that's amazing. Hit the likes, hit the subscribes, share it out. Make sure you go follow us on everything. Slam and Sand Me on Twitter, Landry's Legend on Twitter, Jimmy J's Hair on Twitter, and I'm sure the other socials as well. Slammy.
Yes,
you did it.
The
2-minute spiel, the 3-minute spiel was what I had been waiting for all week. Thanks for the news, and because you absolutely slayed the 2-minute 20-second spiel, because you absolutely slayed it. Get us up out of here.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. As they said, we love you guys so much. We hope you have a good weekend. Go Cowboys on Sunday, and always, 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 please ban responsibly. Bye.
I'm a fan of the Star We Are.
What's up, everybody? I'm Super Cowboy.
And I'm Princess Angie, and you are tuned in.
Hi, this is James Slater, and you are listening to.
I'm Jess Navarez, and you're watching The Star We Are.
If you're not following them, you are not fanning responsibly.
Plugged in and switched on. This is The Star We Are live.